we're just here, we just want to have a nice discussion. But obviously people don't want a dialogue. What's the reason you came so far?
And started getting rowdy, so we just had to run for our own safety.
We need immediate assistance.
This is Afghanistan.
Just didn't make it through.
Imagine if your kids, this will happen to your kids. I'll be the first to stand up.
Just want to come forward and have a conversation. We're going to kill the Jews. Hell with you, children. Not all Jews are the same. You're a filthy, blooded creature. How?
Check out our sponsors, Nature's Blends. They specialize in premium Ethiopian black seed products. The website is in the description link below. You can also use the discount code SALAM10 for 10% off their products.
Okay guys, so basically, look, we're here, we just genuinely want to have a dialogue, we're having a discussion, a friendly debate maybe, yeah? So we're here, I don't know why, obviously now it's going to be big, but as you can see behind me, the kids, yeah. So no, the thing is, we're just here, we just want to have a nice discussion, but obviously people don't want a dialogue, and we just want to have a debate. But I think what's going to happen now is maybe the police is going to arrive, but we genuinely want to know, we're just having a genuine discussion. Guys, would you like to comment on what's happening in Israel?
No.
Do you agree with what's happening?
I haven't got a comment.
So if your kids have been blown up and you feel like having a comment? No? Okay.
You can see we've been out here for a few minutes, actually about 5-10 minutes. The police are already here, and
What do the police do?
So what's
they here for?
No, what's the police here for? Come, let's go there. Can you tell us what happened at the park today?
We had a beautiful discussion with the sheikh and one of the other guys here, with this brother.
Okay, Mansour, yeah? Hashim.
And then the crowd started growing and started threatening into our ears that they're going to beat us up if we don't say A, B or C. And it started getting rowdy, so we just had to run for our own safety. And they were outside there and they all came there and followed us as well. And when one of your brothers who said, don't worry, I'll keep you secure.
Well, I think he's going to say one of my brothers who were trying to attack you.
No.
we spoke about those already.
Okay, no, look, the thing is very categorical. Look, yesterday we went to Golden School, they know about it, yeah? Okay, the video's not even out, yeah? Look, we went there to have a discussion, yeah? But the point is this, yeah? We need to understand, brothers and sisters, yeah? That is anti-Semitic. That nobody can come and say, because we know they're using the whole narrative of if we talk against Israel's anti-Semitism. I don't buy that. I don't think you guys will buy it as well, because it's as good as, and you might disagree with me, it's as good as ISIS coming and saying you're Islamophobe for talking against us. That's what I believe. So the first thing is this, yeah? Any thugs, I'm telling you, well, I don't care if you're a Muslim, I don't give a damn. If you think you're brave enough to come and two people who come to the park regularly where we have nice discussions, let me tell you, even if they're pro-Israeli, we will have an intellectual discussion. So I want to make that very categorically clear. Anyone that resorts to violence against anybody, you're a weak individual.
Wait, they'll come.
We'll go to them. How you doing, mate? Yeah, well, what's the reason you came so far? Has there been kids being blown up by bombs by Israel, or is it?
No, we were in the area anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're just wondering what the purpose of this is.
Okay, so basically we're doing a campaign. We're just speaking to fellow members of the public. Maybe the members of the public, just asking them questions about what's going on in Israel, what they feel about it, and just their point of view. We tried to speak to some of them. They didn't want to. We left them. We're just having a serious discussion.
How's Afghanistan?
How are you doing? Sorry?
This is Afghanistan. The brutality in Afghanistan. 68 people were killed by a bomb by I don't know some.
Yeah. It's a
no one talks about that. No one talks about that.
Can we get some of your opinions? Can we start a conversation? Are you pro-Israeli terrorist state?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Israel terrorist state.
No such thing.
Yeah. Do you condemn the killing of Palestinian kids?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So what do you condemn what Israel is doing?
Huh?
Do you condemn what Israel is doing? You have innocent kids like yours. Imagine if this will happen to your kids. I'll be the first to stand.
Very kind.
I'll be the first to stand against this oppression.
Every other outlet.
Many of these Zionists, right, and it's clear that
Do you want to ask the people that are coming?
it's clear that they're Zionists. A lot of them are pro-Israel, and they're pro-policies of Israel as well. You know. And by the way, we want to be clear that this was not all Jews that believe in these things.
If somebody's being butchered in this way, I mean, the least you should be able to do is have a conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
Provide your view. I mean, why would you cross the road and not be willing to engage?
Look,
if you look,
can you film across the road?
Now in Palestine, they should understand and they should realize that people want answers. People want to know your opinion. So go on record, give your opinions, yeah, discuss, debate.
No, but it's not just that. It's that they're making their little remark, and then they're moving on.
And then walking off. Yeah.
Or they're giving their facial expression and discuss, and then they're moving on. What are you disgusted about? What are you disgusted about?
Well, you want to show them all angles. Yeah, you teach them whatever you want, but they need to see this.
Hello, how are you, my friend? You want to speak? Okay,
You should really give your opinion about what's going on, guys. That's why we're here, yeah?
Based on how this conversation goes, honestly, it can make a difference between life and death. Some Zionist or some terrorist or whatever maybe might get angered and aroused and then start doing something which in the name of Judaism or Zionism or Islam, whatever it is, that will take us 10 years back.
What's on the side of the van?
You can come and have a look with us. Yeah, cool. Let's go have a look. So basically what we're doing is we're just raising awareness to what's happening. It's something that you've already seen in the media, which is the killing of innocent people. And we don't know why we have those faces. I don't know why this face of disappointment when Palestinian kids have been blown into pieces. I don't make that face. You know, if I saw Jewish kids being blown into pieces, I made a weird facial reaction. But this is what's happening. So as you can see, there you go. There's nothing. Nobody can come and say it's not anti-Semitic.
It's not outrageous.
No, I'm not saying it.
It's
true. Yeah.
Compare and contrast something, ladies and gentlemen. I want to compare and contrast something here, ladies and gentlemen. I want everyone to hear me. In fact, if you want to hear what I have to say, you can come closer so I want to compare and contrast something. To be honest with you, there's lots of Jews here, and we, as Muslims, we have no problem with Jews per se. Honestly, we don't. In fact, we believe in the same prophets. We believe in Moses. We believe in Abraham. We believe in David and we believe in Solomon. However, there's something I want to say. And what I want to say to the people is, look, there's lots of bad things happening in the world, in Jerusalem, in the West Bank, in Israel, if you want to call it that. But the way forward from this is discussion. We want to show the world that we can communicate with each other, that we can have dialogue with one another, that we can still show amicability to one another. That's what we're here for. We're not here to try and attack anybody. But what I don't find particularly convincing, I have to say, I'll be honest with you, because you guys are my cousins. I'm an Arab, you're a Jew. You're my cousin, so I want to be honest, because we're family. You can just put your viewpoint, whether you agree with it or whether you don't agree with it. Just want to come forward and have a conversation to reveal your viewpoint. Look guys, let me tell you something, and let's be very clear. We're here to have conversations with you, yeah? If you want to come and snigger, come and look at the children being destroyed in Palestine and start laughing and saying that's Afghanistan or making the comments that we have the same thing in our communities. We have Muslims who are ultra conservative, we have Muslims who are ultra intolerant, we have Muslims who are terrorists, we have bad Muslims. What I'm saying is this: let me extend my hand today to the Jewish community here. And let me say to the people, let us start a process of discussion. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's talk it out. Let's show the world we can get along.
The reason we came here today is to show and just speak to our Jewish brothers and sisters in humanity, those who are Zionists or those who are not, and just to ask how they feel about what's going on the ground. That's all we came for. We're not here to cause trouble, anything like that. We're using our freedom of speech to come and have a dialogue and say, how do you, like, what's your say on the matter of what's going on in Palestine? Yeah. Now there might be those who are pro Zionist Israel, and there are those who oppose it. So you have the two spectrums. Yeah. You have the ones who are the Orthodox Jews who are totally against the state. They admit that Palestine belongs to the Palestinians, and then you have individuals who have been walking past doing remarks. We was filming here. Somebody came and said, "Oh, is that Afghanistan?" I said, "That's not Afghanistan. That's Israel, your 21st century state who are blowing up kids."
We have a lot of bad Muslims. We understand that. And do you know what else we understand? We understand that there are a lot of good Jews. Do you know why I understand that? I understand that because the Quran, my holy book, tells me that. The Quran says, "Laysu sawa'a." They are not all the same. Jews and Christians are not all the same. There are some of them you can trust and you can be good friends with, and some which you can't. And in fact, the Quran says the same thing about Muslim people. That some of them are dhalimun li nafsi, some of them are oppressive to themselves, and some of them are middle grounded, and some of them are very good. So we're not generalizing anybody here, honestly. A child, whether it be a Palestinian child or a Jewish child or a Chinese child or a black child or a white child or any child, to be blown into smithereens
because some guy decided he wants to boost his political career called Netanyahu before some election. So he presses a button and all of a sudden 200 people die, 250 people die. Of them, 60 are children. Nothing funny about that, my friend. There's nothing funny about that, my friend. When I say that 60 children died, which is 30%. 30% of those who were injured were children playing in. Yeah, look, yeah, please. They kill themselves. So what I'm saying is, I just want to ask you now, what is your view on the issues? Just generally, open question. I'm not gonna,
An
yeah.
open question is
Yeah.
simple. Condemn violence, condemn death, and it should hurt me and you for every innocent person, or even a combatant, because they only combatant because they see no future. They don't understand the other side. They don't understand each other. And if they would only talk and find a way to work each other's problems out and understand each other's aspirations, then, as we have spoken many times in the past, we'd understand each other and see how much we would really agree. And I'll take it a step further. I think that the fact that there is this belief in the world that Jews and Muslims can't get along is an imperialistic thing from colonialist power like Britain, who brought it to us to believe that dividing and conquering people is the way forward.
Do you agree then that, as the UN says, and Human Rights Watch and all of these organizations, that the actions of the Israeli government have not only been disproportionate, but they have been catastrophic for the people of Gaza, and they have been unwarranted in the sense that the damage that has been done has been something which really can't be undone, and unfortunately has caused more problems in the Middle East in that area. To what extent would you agree?
There's a lot of questions in this one.
There's a lot of questions to get to put together.
Right.
The simple concept is, if we're going to talk about the what's happening now without going into the reason cause behind it, then it is, yes, to look at the current form. If you're going to look simply at numbers, or you're going to look at the reason, then yes, it is something that is bad. No one wants a house blown up, no one wants even a dog hurt in the side, not in Gaza, not in Jerusalem, not in Al-Quds, nowhere. Definitely, everyone would agree with that statement. But if you're going to go back, and we're going to take it a step backwards, and we're going to just go, first take facts, and let's work with that, and work our way forward, and then work on our aspirations to understand the two aspirations of two people.
Right.
And I believe that these two people could live together, maybe in two states, or even in one state.
And not all Jews are the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Believe me, not all of them are the same. But
Yeah,
this guy, he
I was
said,
having a
you hear what he said?
No, he-
Some guy came and said, I said, the children are being killed. He
Yeah.
said they're doing it to themselves.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, this is very clear. So I was just having a discussion with two Jewish guys there, and one was, look, it was reasonable. We was having a reasonable discussion. It turned into a bit of a dialogue, a debate. But the point is this, guys, we're here to talk things out. Okay, we're not here. He said that a couple of days ago, and somebody was holding an Israeli flag, and a Muslim came and beat him up. This is disgusting. We're not asking anyone to beat anyone up.
Kids, what are you talking about? The Palestinian children, I'm not the one who brought them into it. It's the Israeli government who brought them into that. I am not the one. I'm not the one who brought kids into it, my friend. How? Kids, Palestinian children. I don't know what you're talking about. If you support it. Do you support or not support it? Do you support it or not? Do you condemn the killing of children? Do you condemn it? Do you condemn it? See, look at you. The silence is deafening. I say that to you today. I said, do you condemn the Israeli killing of children? Yes or no?
Behind the Hamas hides behind the children and guns. Don't say this. When the
Syrians
killed
children,
thousand people.
Yeah, we said.
They killed. You didn't say one word.
Yes, we did. We just said
You are bloodthirst.
we said Hamas
You
are
love
doing
blood.
wrong.
You love blood.
You're a filthy, blooded creature. You're not worth a dirt on my shoes.
Guys, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up here, because the thing is, as you can see, we've come here to talk, yeah? And as you can see, brothers and sisters, asking simple questions like, do you condemn the killing of innocent people? And we've been told that they bring it up on themselves. I mean, imagine, guys, if we was here today and a Muslim carried out an action where innocent people were killed, and I said, and someone says, do you condemn it? And I said, you bring it up on yourself. It's as simple as that.
It's
And
unbelievable.
that's it. So I think, look, we came here, I want to make this end of this note, yeah? We came here to have a civilized discussion. I had a very nice discussion over there. with the Jewish gentleman. We had a nice discussion. We agreed to disagree. We had a bit of a dialogue.
No, but they're
and
showing
it.
intolerance.
So some have.
No,
let's
a
not
lot of them,
overgenerate.
most of them have.
No problem.
Most
Even
of
if
them
there's
have.
100 of them, doesn't mean that's all of them. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna leave because we've come here to have a nice discussion. But you've heard what you've heard, brothers and sisters. And once again, these are Zionist Jews. These are not your common Jews. Let's make that very clear. That's their opinion, and this is what we're saying. So any kind of attacks done towards Muslims or Jews, we condemn that. It's as simple as that. We came here to have a discussion. You heard what they had to say. The Zionist supporters, by the way, not your layman, your Jew. Yeah, the Zionist supporters. You heard what they have to say and what they feel about innocent children being killed. And that's what we're going to end on that note. And we're going to go. Thank you for your time. Share and like this video, inshallah, and give your comments in the comment section.